Hey everybody, this is Makeup Dr. Cherie for another episode of Devotional Diva. Thanks so much for joining me today. And it is Monday the 31st. So tomorrow we're starting the 30 for 30. Anyone who's joining me, hopefully my family members, Big Mimi, BJ, Tech, Mom, I hope you guys are all going to join me. And anyone else who would like to, we're doing for 30 days in August, I do 30 minutes in the Word, either by reading, worship, or prayer, for 30 minutes for 30 days. Just see how much it changes things. Prayer changes. Prayer is definitely a source of power, and so it's just focusing on that for 30 days to see what happens. And that's something that the church I go to, Lee Summit Church, is doing, and I want to try to do that as well, along with my church, and I'm inviting other people to do it with me. But I like to start out with Psalms 19:14. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock, my redeemer. And I say that just to remind myself that it's for His will, but not mine, that I do this. And I remember something when I was trying to decide what to do today, because doing something every day can be stressful for me. And like deciding what look to do, and I wanted to do these special effects looks, but I still haven't done the snaps that I need to do in order to do the small pieces that I want, which doesn't, you guys don't have to understand what that is, just that I've been procrastinating, and there's steps that I need to take that I haven't taken because I'm worried about getting them perfect and doing it exactly a certain way and having everything that I need. And I remembered something that my dad used to say, which is you don't have to have what you think you have to do what you have to do. You can do what you have to do with what you have. And he would make us repeat that over and over again. And because he wanted us to learn that you don't have to wait for perfect circumstances to follow your dream. So that's what he was trying to teach us in that. And as crazy and abusive as he was, but that one piece of advice actually made sense, and it reminded me of some verses in the Bible, that the Lord can do a lot with a little bit. And it made me think of like Jesus with the 5 loaves and fishes feeding over 5,000 people, or even some of the lesser known stories, like the story of Elisha, where he helps the woman with the olive oil, definitely worth the read. And then feeding 100 men from just a few loaves of bread. In 2 Kings 4:42 through 44, it says, a man came from Baal Shalishah, bringing the man of God 20 loaves of barley bread, baked from the first ripe grain, along with some heads of new grain. Quote, give it to the people to eat, Elijah said. How can I set this before 100 men? His servants asked. But Elijah answered, give it to the people to eat, for this is what the Lord says. They will eat and have some left over. Then he set it before them, and they ate and had some left over, according to the word of the Lord. So isn't that amazing? Even though they didn't have, they could be like, we're just not going to set it before anybody, or we're only going to serve these few guys over here, and everybody else is not going to have anything to eat, because logistically, 5 loaves of bread is not going to feed no 100 guys. Like, come on now. I mean, just realistically. So, the fact that they were able to eat and have more, and this is before the time of Jesus too, but it was Elijah's belief. And I think sometimes I still have trouble with wanting things to be perfect before I try them, or to make sure that I absolutely have enough of this or exactly this other thing before I do it. And it gets in the way of my belief. And it makes me wonder if I'm blocking my own blessings. Like, maybe I am blocking my own blessings because I'm so worried about looking at what is there that I'm not trusting God to do more. But during the times when I did believe without a doubt, when I knew that I knew that I knew that something was going to happen, and then I believed and I prayed and believed, it happened. Like, for instance, me going to Vancouver Film School. I did not have the money. I did not have the credit. I did not have anywhere to live there. I did not know anyone there, and I had no idea how that was going to turn out. But I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I was going. I prayed, I believed in God, I knew I was going, and I did. And So I think that I've lost that unwavering belief. I'm trying to get that back again. I want that unwavering belief that God will move mountains for me. And I think that's something that I can get back. And so in John 14:12, it says, "Very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works that I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I'm going to the Father." I thought that was so beautiful, that we just believe. A lot of times our like doubt and stuff gets in the way of that. And so I want to ask you guys today, what do you believe? What do you believe in? If there's anything that you're doing that you want to do, or that you need to do, that you're not doing because you're like, I don't really think, like, the Lord's telling you to do it, but you don't think it's going to work out because you don't have the right stuff, that you can't. And I'm just going to encourage you to believe in yourself, as I am encouraging myself to believe in myself, the way that my family encourages me to do so. And I'm just hoping to see you guys here each day. I appreciate you coming back. If you're returning, if you're first time, thank you so much for watching me. Just a little bit about this makeup. I did not know what to do today, and so I was like, I am just going to do something crazy, and I'm going to start with something I don't normally start with. So I used the Moonbeam, which is a illuminator. It's a highlight that I don't normally start with, and I put a ton of it on my face, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to do this and do something kind of crazy, and like, see if it works out. If it doesn't, it's okay, because you can mess up and it's not the end of the world. And I'm very red today. Very red. I did try to matte down my lipstick a little bit with, excuse me, with a little bit of pressed powder. Just having fun with it. I am hoping to get those other things done. And to encourage you, just want to encourage you in your belief, in your prayer every day. And thank you so much for joining me. That is it for Makeup Dr. Cherie for another episode of Devotional Diva. Have a blessed and wonderful day.